Hi, this is Matthew Robert Payne. Do you know it's only been recently in the last week as I've come across a couple more YouTubers that seem to have more information than I've ever heard. Satan isn't called the Prince of this world or the Prince of the air. He's not called the ruler of this world. If he isn't, I've been a born again Christian for 50 years, and it's only in the last week I've come to realize that Satan pretty much runs this world. I don't think you get elected as a politician unless you're a member of a secret society like the Masons. I don't see that you have success in Hollywood unless you sell your soul to Satan. Um, I've heard testimony of the secret societies and the rulers of this world, the Illuminati, uh, approaching anyone whose business is having success and either giving them a good deal to do things their way or forcibly taking their company off them. I On my channel, I do interviews with God and saints from heaven. I'm currently really close to three former witches, and one of the witches that's got a high position in heaven, one former witch called Tiffany, used to be a high level, highly paid escort, and she grew in power with the powers that be from the secret societies. And she was used to seduce men, start relationships with men, and take their companies off them. And so I think uh, I think the world is, especially the church, especially Christians, are in a delusion. I think that this idea of a two-party system, the Democrats and the Republicans, the left and the right, no matter where you are in the world, there's always two-party systems. And the Illuminati or the Masons basically control the candidates in both sides of the parties. So they pretty much control everything. Even Trump, I've seen Donald Trump throw up all the Masonic signs. I've got a video. If you type in Illuminati Trump into my YouTube channel and search, I've got a video where he throws up all the Illuminati signs, uh, and uh, and you're meant to do that when you're part of the Illuminati, to do that in public. And so even what we thought was Trump was an outsider was still an insider. Um, so even music artists who are Christians get controlled by the Illuminati. There's like a Christian arm of the Illuminati. So you don't become a popular speaker in Christian circles unless you're owned or controlled. The whole world is controlled, and the whole world is fast becoming ready and prepared for the beast system. And there really isn't many years left. And I'm not giving up because I'm not giving up hope, but I have totally given up hope on Christians running the world or Christians having any sense of power. I think personally, the more I get to know God, the more I speak to God, the more I realize the church is completely full of false teaching and error. And, like Jesus said, while he was here, the blind are leading the blind. I find that specifically true of Christians. Besides my co-author, I don't know one other Christian who knows and practices the 50 commandments of Jesus and knows and practices the 54 parables of Jesus. If the commandments of Jesus and the 54 parables of Jesus, Jesus' teachings, are the actual narrow gate, there wouldn't be 1% of Christians who are traveling on that narrow gate. Narrow and difficult is the path that leads to life, and few find it. Turns out a few is like 1 or 2%, and broad is the way that leads to destruction, and everyone else is on it. So it's like a revelation. It's like a sad revelation to me that the world is totally controlled and totally being run by Satan. The average Christian, most Christians, a very high percentage of Christians don't know what Jesus taught and certainly don't live their life according to what Jesus taught. The big majority of Christians are not aware of the light and not aware of Jesus, don't even know Jesus. Jesus could come into a church and come up to them in another body and start talking to them. They wouldn't even have discernment enough to know it was Jesus. Jesus could come and ask them for money and they'd turn Jesus away. So it makes me sad. I'm sort of happy I have relationships with saints in heaven, and I've got good relationships. I really haven't got many friendships on earth. I feel like an alien from another country, and I think for those of you who think Donald Trump is like a messiah type figure, like the Israelis actually called him Cyrus and said he was like a messiah type figure, and he didn't back down. For those who think he's on the straight and narrow and he's the best thing and he's God's pick for America, you may be surprised that Netanyahu has just visited him the 6th time. Trump bows to Netanyahu and bows to Israel, and so does the American politicians, both on the right and the left. Israel owns America, and that's evil. So I hope you learned something from this video. My heart is poured out. I really, except for Christians who follow my YouTube channel, I pretty much haven't got respect for any Christian I know. God bless you, and I hope to hear your comments.